It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Have you ever seen such a thing of beauty? Stone fruit season is upon us, people, and we couldn't be happier, so we've decided to celebrate with the luscious Nectarine and Almond snacking cake. Oh my goodness. Add a square to a lunchbox, beautiful. Enjoy it for breakfast or even serve it as a warm dessert with a dollop of yogurt or mascarpone. Or just hide it away and snack on it whenever you want, because it's a snacking cake. What is a snacking cake?
It's what gets parents through the day. They just make a cake and they hide it, and then every now and then they just sneak somewhere, cut a square, poof, and go back to it.
It's not a problem unless you admit it's a problem.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
Don't say no, say maybe. I love it because we are using some beautiful fresh produce. Is there anything fresher, glistening, with a little bit of moisture, a nectarine, a flavor burst nectarine from Woolworths?
No. And it's been proven that actually when you bite into flavor burst anything from Woolworths, you can kind of hear the angel singing in the background.
Yeah.
It's proven. Really, really. But
why did you mention the angels? The angels.
Oh yes! Little recap of 2021. The engel.
The engels is in
okay.
21. Buddy, I love this. I love the fact that we are using something that's seasonal, and we'll get into the amazing deal that's happening at Woolies right now, but let's get cracking because it looks like there's a fair bit to do. Can I help?
Yes. So a few weeks ago, I showed you how to halve stone fruit and then how to remove the stone.
Okay.
The challenge, as we say. Also, look at that finesse. You take a six-pack, you slice it down the middle. Student night. Okay, so the thing is, I always associate times of the year with the food that we eat, right?
Yeah.
We know this. We spoke about seasonality now. For me, stone fruit comes out during the festive season, and as long as I'm still eating seasonal stone fruit, especially flavor burst, it still feels like the festive. Show the people. Ta-da! It still feels like the festive season to me, which I think is amazing. So you can kind of continue that vibe with the food that you eat. So well done, G. I'm going to need...
Can you remember how you didn't have a hack for getting the...
I did. So now what you're going to do... Okay, so what Graham did was he went around the equator, which is not the proper term, but I mean, it's the best way to describe it. Went around the equator of the stone fruit, not top to bottom, and then you twisted it and you got the one bottom off. Now you've got the one that's the other half that's got the stone still in it. So now you're going to go cut that in half again, and now you can go any way you want, but you're going to kind of guide the knife all the way around, and now you're going to hold the two halves and twist again. Okay.
Get out, stone fruit.
Hey.
Boom.
And now you got a better grip of the stone.
I'll fight that stone, eh?
Look at these biceps.
I feel like I'm tenderizing this fruit.
The close-ups on your hands, but it should
I
be on
really
the
am
biceps.
Squishing
You've got
around.
this. Okay, so while
but that's lovely. It looks beautiful. Look at the colours. Magical.
Can you slice it into thin little wedges for me? So I'm going to not just talk this segment, I'm going to do some cooking. You know what? It's early in the morning. We're giving you some work. Okay, cool. So I've got some butter that's been softened and I started creaming it. To that, I'm going to add some sugar. Another thing is you can use caster sugar. You can use normal sugar. Caster sugar, because it's smaller, it'll just kind of like dissolve into the butter really easy, okay? So that's perfect. So we're now back onto the machine. You could do this by hand, but I mean, the machine just works really well. Give it some go. How are you doing there?
I'm going quite fine, because I'm not sure, like how thick do you want these slices or these
As
wedges?
thin as you want to make them.
Perfect, because I'm making them quite thin.
And that's perfect, that's perfect. You can do it chunky, you can do it thin, whatever you want, that's perfectly fine. So, your nectarines, especially flavor burst, are exclusive to Woolies, we know this.
Yeah.
And they've been specifically grown to be juicier, sweeter, just so much more of a fruit than just like the normal one, okay? That's what we love about this.
It feels like you're getting export quality fruit at home. So I know so much of our good fruit gets sent abroad to Europe, to places, which is great because we do have unbelievably good fresh produce. But this kind of feels like when you get your fruit and veg from Woolies, you feel like you're getting the top tier.
You really are, that's the thing. So what I've got now is I got my dry ingredients, which is a little baking powder that went in there, a little bit of salt, a little bit of flour. I'm gonna zest an orange. Okay. You could use lemon if you want, but orange perfectly fine.
Orange and almond go beautifully together.
Orange and almond, best friends. Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to flavor burst nectarine, you either get the white flesh or you get the yellow flesh. Now the white flesh is more fragrant, okay? It's more delicate.
Okay.
And it's got such a beautiful perfume when you actually like smell it or eat
sure.
it. Then the yellow flesh has higher like sweetness.
Probably a sweeter.
Yeah,
Sure, I
absolutely.
get that,
It's so
I get
delicious. So you can combine them both in this dish. Why not? Okay. The zest of the orange goes in, and we're gonna go with our dry ingredients. And you can use yogurt for this one. I'm gonna use sour cream.
Okay.
It just adds so much richness to it. It is so delicious, so good. Here we go.
And again, it's that, I suppose, having the balance of a little bit of acidity, a bit of sweet. You've got that covered it, and it's quite dry, eh?
It is, and I'm not done yet. Can I ask you to add, with the almond flour,
Okay.
a quarter cup, and I got your quarter cup measurement there for me.
Sure.
I always wanted to be that grown up, right? When you walk into someone's house, they've got a cake under the cloche just presented there. You know, it's very Martha Stewart. But I always wanted to be that grown up. You walk into the house and I've got a cake ready for you. And this is that cake.
You can take this cake home with you and have it in your house.
Can I?
I'll come and visit later, and I'll come in for a cup of coffee, and you'll be like, oh, would you like some snacking cake?
Got it. Oh, thank you, G.
I don't think I've wrapped my head around the whole notion of a snacking cake yet.
You should just have snacking cake ready at all time. Okay, cool.
It feels like a sneaky trick. It feels like you've been sneaky, and now you've figured out a way of having a cake in the house all the time.
All the time.
It's no longer a cake, it's a snack. It's a breakfast snack.
But why not? Why not? And this is such an easy cake to make. I mean, you've literally seen us make this now to camera. And it's that simple. So
That looks like a tasty batter, I won't lie. Eh?
it's probably
It looks
a
like,
really,
this is like
really
something
good
Zoe
one.
would be like, pack me a bag of the dough. Okay.
Of the dough. You want to sprinkle your nectarines over for me?
Just
You know
around.
what? This is where you just get creative and do whatever you like.
I went for a slightly flatter so we could kind of get them.
I think that's perfect. You could even do like a couple of chunky layers and then top just be like nice and thin. Go for it.
There we
While
go.
you're doing that, I'm going to just sprinkle some more almonds over the top.
Beautiful.
These are so good. So when it comes out of the oven, you don't have to eat it immediately. It's perfect at room temperature, perfectly served, like slightly chilled if you want. All I would do is serve it with some yogurt, okay, of your liking. So
I like the mascarpone idea.
mascarpone idea. You know what? You want to amp your mascarpone. There's a little bit of vanilla in there, and just like kind of like stir it through. That's perfect. That and you're done. You're sorted.
So what's the deal? We want to inspire people, and it tis the season
Yes.
to get your hands on stone fruit.
Do you want the deal?
Please.
So I went into the Woolies app. I went into the little reward section to see exactly all the deals that are happening at the moment. Saw the stone fruit. I was like, let's do it. And the deal is you buy any 2 punnets, either the 6 or the 9, and you get 20 Rand off. But we're all Woolies Rewards members, so we get 30 Rand off. So it's that deal, which also applies to the 500-gram grape punnet, white flesh, yellow flesh nectarines, and prepared chopped mangoes. Mangoes? And what's the other one? Should I go back to the... No. So go and check out the deal.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go onto the Woolies app right now, and you tell us what the thing, and Clem will eat that whole cake.
Melon!
Oh, man.
Prepared mango and melon. That's the deal. So go and check it out.
Beautiful. Parents, gotta love it. The prepared fruit like that, absolutely love it for my kids. We had watermelon yesterday, which was just like all over the face. Oh, it's beautiful. It celebrates the season. It's magical. And it's a snacking cake, people. I don't know if you get the full relevance of a snacking cake, that you can have a cake for breakfast, you can slice it up, take it to work with you. It's beautiful, it's delicious. And of course, it's capitalizing on the very best of our local produce. I'm looking at your very dramatic...
Die Engels. That's how you do it. A little bit of honey.
Beautiful.
And you're good. You're done. Such a delicious cake. Perfect anytime, like you said. You got to make it.
Absolutely magical, and the proof is in the pudding, literally. You can find this woolworths.co.za, and I suggest you do, and go onto that app and look for some amazing specials that you can score on stone fruit and other fruits that are right, beautifully perfect for us right now. Thanks, man. I'm going to go have a taste.